All right, we're back. I will get chat up. There's a few things I need to work on and get settled before we get started here, so forgive me. But I want you guys to be able to see it. Sorry if it goes missing for a second. Okay, studio, that's what I need. Alright. Just need to mess with tags and stuff. Okay, get all the Paper Mario tags out of here. Alright, and I fixed my tags. Let's get that going, and that should be good. I will replace these, save. Oh, whoops, actually, that one shouldn't be in there. Okay, I got one more tag to delete because I don't want to be dishonest in my tags. Hold on. Sorry, this is a little scuffed. I promise I'll be with you in a second. Yeah, this is not a tag. There we go. We'll replace it. Alright, cool. Need document. Copy, paste. No, I'm an idiot. No, it still worked. Okay, cool. Save. Get this back on screen. Oh yeah, Street Pass is not gonna work. Do not activate Street Pass. That actually might suck. I just realized. Oh no, wait. Oh, that actually might. Hold on. That might suck. Wait. Are we gonna be able to finish the game like this? Hold on, wait. Can you 100% Mario 3D Land out Street Pass? Okay, someone already asked this question 10 years ago. Let's go. Everything else can be done without Street Pass. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yay! Alright, I think we can actually, like, beat the game. Cool. New game. I don't have any Mii's because I'm on emulator. Oh, there's a Mii selector in emulator! Hold on a minute. Citra, I apologize. I was unfamiliar with your game. Okay. Let's go. That's sick. I'm so glad I can do that. Alright, here we are. Feels weird to be playing something other than Sticker Star, but hey, I'm here for it. Hi, Benny, by the way. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Sorry it took me a little longer than it should have to get set up. I really should have just done Gartic, but I went and made a whole new thumbnail and stuff, so I put too much effort into this to not, I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. This is a little bit loud. Seems I'm the only one. That's fine. If more people show up, they show up. If not, whatever. Okay, 3D Land. Here we go. I have to adapt to having a sprint button. This is going to take some getting used to. Shoulder buttons are ground pound. Alright, forgive me if this takes me a bit. I'll get used to it in time, I'm sure. But holding the Y button is not something my fingers are finding particularly comfortable right now. Never mind, I'm a monster. Let's go. Alright, whack. Delay is very minimal, which is nice. Whoops. It's not Sticker Star. We don't press A to go into pipes anymore. Alright. Go grab this real quick. I will be going for 100%. If that wasn't clear. I am going to take headphones off. By the way, feedback on music volume. I did alter it a little bit, and it's a little bit different than Sticker Star. So please, if it sucks, tell me, and I will try to fix it. I've not yet attempted to use a Wii Remote as a mouse in Windows. Okay. I'm going to make another edit with your stream in the background. If you for some reason need me, I will be here. Okay. I appreciate the lurk. That actually means more to me than you know, because that gives me watch time. That gives me watch hours. That is more useful than you might think, so thank you. You are very kind. Alright, so first run through, all we can really look for is 3 star coins, or excuse me, they're called star medals in this game for some reason. But they're star coins, just with a different name. And top of the flagpole. And then we can come back through with Luigi once we unlock him, which will be very far down the line. And get we don't even need top of the flagpole, we just need to beat the level with him. There is a special, basically 100% level in this game that you get from getting every star coin, the top of every flagpole, which means every golden flagpole, because you can see it turned gold when we got the top of the flagpole. Actually, is that a thing? Yeah, no, that is a thing in this game. And beating it with both Mario and Luigi. We don't unlock Luigi until, like I said, much later. I keep using the shoulder button, the triggers as shoulder buttons, and okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine, everything's fine. This is so odd to me. I'm gonna beat this and then come back for the infinite lives trick. There's an infinite lives trick in this level. Most Mario platformers, if not all Mario platformers, have one. Can you tell I know a lot about this one? Alright. Alright. I will not be particularly quick, as you might be able to glean from... Is that him sprinting? Yeah, he's just really that slow. Okay. This will allow us to skip some of the level up here. Free one up. We can get this star coin a little easier, assuming we don't fall in the pits. There is also, you could get like your save file will be sparkly if you like don't die or you die less than a certain number of times. I doubt that's gonna happen. Just telling you now. Because I'm adjusting to a bit of a new control scheme, or a different one than I would normally use to play this game. And 2, I can't quit to the main menu. I guess I could just quit back to the title screen. Would it let me do that? It might. I guess technically we don't need the infinite lives trick, but I'm gonna go back in and at least get a good amount of lives, just because again I don't trust myself not to die. All right, there we go. Jump down here, and in, whoops, hey now. His turning is a little bit scuffed. You could probably save and load states. Oh, I almost called you Gingy. Why did I almost call you Gingy? I'm so sorry. You are very right, Dusky. I can save and load states. I don't want to have to like save and load every. I guess if there's a part where that I know like in particular is going to be a pain in the neck, I could load a save state before I do it. All right, is this gonna give me? Yes. Okay. So I'm actually going to mute background audio because this is going to get very annoying. Trust me, as someone who has done this a bajillion times, I normally just mute my 3DS when I get to doing the infinite lives trick. So we're going to sit here. I may not go all the way up to infinite lives. Well, it's not infinite lives, but, you know, the max lives you can get. I at least want a good amount, because chances are I'm going to die quite a bit. I will try for sparkly save file. I am not guaranteeing it. Maybe you can configure 2 keys on your keyboard to save and load. Ooh, that's a great idea. I don't know. Tools? No. View? No. Emulation. Looks like Control C is saved to oldest slot. So if I hit Control C, yeah, I won't roll it back, but because obviously we've gained lives since then. But it looks like there is a keybind. It's Control C to save state. So, and then I think Control V was load. Load from newest slot, yeah, is Control V. Cool. Yeah, trust me, you guys do not want to hear the audio for this. It is pretty loud and obnoxious. But hey, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. We're starting up a new series. Just figured to really try and make sure. You probably want to save to the newest slot, not oldest. Well, all I can tell you is the keybind that is here is saved to oldest slot. If I hit it again, okay, well, I'm not currently tapped into the emulator, but if I hit it again, yeah, that saved to the newer one. Like, if I load from... I'll have to test this out. I'll have to test this out. If it works how I think it's going to work, it should be okay. I'll test it out after this level. I'll give it a quick Google. What I hope to be able to do is hit Control C. Like, what I'm going to do is basically get out of this level, hit Control C, move to 1-3 on the world map, hit Control V, and see where it puts me. Because it could put me back here at the first time I saved, or it could put me right back where I just was. Worst comes to worst, I could just go in and manually get back to the save. Because I have like 10 save slots, so I could go back to it if I need to. But that's what I'm hoping it will do. Is bring me back to after I finish the level. But we'll see. Can I delete saves? Can I do that? Or do they just, like, delete themselves after a while? I don't know. I was shooting guns basically all day, and I didn't realize my volume was deafeningly loud. Yeah, that happens. Like, when I'm at the gym, I crank my music volume up, and then when I put my headphones on later, I'm like, whoa! Okay, jeez. So yeah, we're gonna do Infinite Lives trick. Technically, if I had Street Pass on, which I can't do because this isn't a 3DS and it doesn't work like a 3DS. If you have Street Pass on, when you pass other people with a 3DS, basically there's things in this game called mystery boxes. They're like mini levels where you can like jump into a mystery box, fight a couple of enemies. When you kill all the enemies, a star medal drops and you need to collect it before the time runs out. Basically, whenever you pass someone else who also has a 3DS, one would open up on the map, and I think every one that you get from Street Pass is a fresh star coin, even if you get a variety of mystery box you've already seen. Like, there's a limited number of layouts of mystery boxes you can get. It seems there's more key combos for save states listed in the hotkeys menu under controls. Controls? Where's controls? It's not in the hotbar here. I see configure. Amiibo. I can load Amiibo? No, thank you. Oh, it shows all the recent files I've had. If I click one, could I load it? That would be... Okay. I won't do that because I've finished the 2 other games that I've played on this emulator. But, I guess technically I didn't 100% Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, but that's the first one I played on this emulator. Alright, so we're down to our last 100 seconds here. I'm not too terribly worried about getting max lives. I might come back and do it at the end just to say I did it. But we should have plenty. We should have more than we need. Alright. I'm gonna use that trick I mentioned. Actually, it's annoying me that it's at exactly 799, so we're gonna get to 800. And now we're gonna long jump. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys a secret. You can actually scoot through up here. And there's this pipe. And this pipe takes you to World 2. Alright, so we are going to go back to World 1, and I'm going to test my save slot theory. So here we are, 1-2. Control C. Move over to the mystery box. Control V. It puts me right back there. Okay, that's what I wanted. So it loads the most recent save, which is good. That's what I want. Alright, nice. But then why would it say oldest? I mean, that's factually untrue. It did not load the oldest save. It loaded the newest save. Or, save... What is it? Save to... No, it said save to oldest, right? Save to oldest... Yeah, save to oldest slot. What do you mean oldest slot? Oh! I think it means once I fill up all my save slots, it'll overwrite the oldest when I save. I think that's what it means. Anyway, that's where it tells you about Street Pass and how other people can give you mystery boxes and stuff. But we shouldn't need that. According to what I read online, the star medals you get from normal levels should be enough to... Because basically some levels in this game are unlocked... Or, sorry. Oh, gosh darn it. I can't tilt the system. Oh, no. I did not... Yeah, oh, wait. You can use... You can... Never mind. You can use... You can use the stick. I was like, oh, no. I can't tilt the system. This might not be possible. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. You can use the stick. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. I don't remember if there's anything good in here. You can see how fast we can mash buttons, though. Alright, Yeah, it's coming back to me. Alright. We should be okay. We should be okay. Here's our introduction to these things. These rainbow note blocks. They take you up to a cloud section. They give you a star, you run through some enemies, and at the end you collect a star coin. That's basically how these work. There we go. You can only go up once, so don't miss it. That's something to note. Don't know if I've ever successfully gotten that one. Whoops, alright. I want to try and time this up properly, so I don't die. There we go. Beautiful. Looking good so far. As I'm on, like, the 3rd level, but... And yeah, these levels are not long, as you can see. So, we should be able to move through this game pretty quickly. But, yeah. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Y'all are cool. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I know it started late. For those of you who weren't on the... You might have all been on the Sticker Star stream, but if you weren't on the Sticker Star stream, we were playing Sticker Star earlier. We finished Sticker Star. I want to try and 100% 3D land before the new Deltarune chapters come out, and then I want to play Deltarune. But we have like almost 2 weeks in there where I'm not 100% sure what to do or play. So I figured this is a game I can 100% relatively quickly and easily. So that's why I picked it. Alright. This is more of a standard Mario platformer. And by more of, I mean that's exactly what it is. This has nothing in common with Sticker Star besides it's a Mario game. Did I ever turn sound back on? No, I didn't. Sorry. Oh, fudge. Okay, I'm playing through what I can see in, OBS right now. I didn't turn sound back on. I apologize. I'm sorry. Sticker Star looked 3D, but is 2D. Am I wrong? No, it's 3D. It's fairly linear. A lot of the levels are like, they're 3D, but they're still kind of a line for the most part. Alright, so this, you can fall off of this end, so I want to be careful here. Sorry for the music being off, that's my bad. Is this where the star coin is? No, I don't think so. No, it's up there. Okay, cool. You're gonna see me probably fail at this. Nope, never mind. I'm just too good. I'm just too good. Cue me dying in approximately 15 seconds after saying that. Alright. Really shouldn't die for the rest of this level. Alright. We're gonna try and have a super leaf as much as possible throughout this game. And specifically a super leaf, not a statue leaf, unless we like really need the statue leaf. We get the statue leaf once we beat the first 8 worlds, and we unlock the special worlds. Because if I accidentally hit one of the shoulder buttons and turn into a statue where I don't mean to, it could be bad. So I really would prefer just a normal leaf. I guess statue leaf wouldn't be too bad, but alright. Not really going to worry about the Toad House. We don't really get anything from it. They're not really required for 100%. They're just kind of there. Street Pass can also give you Toad Houses based on the number of times you've like walked past somebody or met some quote-unquote met somebody. They give you like different items depending on the number of times you've met them. My brother and I both had DS's back in the day, so we know this well. I guess I should say we experienced this quite a bit. Yeah, none of these levels are particularly long, but there are 16 worlds, and we have to play all of them twice for 100%. Because we gotta beat them all with Luigi, too. Who does have a different control scheme. He is taller, his jump is higher, but he is more slippery. So, like, it's harder for him to, like, if you look at how Mario stops, he has, like, a very slight skid, like, barely even noticeable, really. And Luigi, he takes a little longer to stop. The software has some Street Pass features to show up to my campus for a day of Street Pass when that happens again next semester. I don't know. I never even checked if it did. I just assumed it. I missed a star coin, by the way. This is awkward. So you just stay right there. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just leaving the boss mid-boss fight. Could I make that? I'm not gonna try. Alright. I might be able to make that. How on earth did I not get hit right there? I could show you guys basically the way to cheat this boss fight. It's called, this. There's a way to soft lock this game, by the way. It's very easy. If you can hit the button while Bowser's not on screen, the bridge will drop and he will fall, but for whatever reason, like, the camera alignment is weird, and so you'll just get soft locked on the button. You won't be able to move. Yeah, I watched Son of a Glitch. How did you know? Alright, anyway. It's a good series, by the way, Son of a Glitch. Can recommend. Alright, make sure we line this up. And there we go, World 1. That only took us a little under 30 minutes. At that rate, should take us about 16 hours. It's not going to take us 16 hours. It's probably going to take us longer than that, but off to a good start. Oh yeah, we also get these inter-world cutscenes where we get updates on how Peach is doing, because she was kidnapped. Unfortunately, there's no, normally you can shake your DS and it'll, the picture will shake, but obviously I'm not on a 3DS, so we don't get the shake, unfortunately. Alright, World 2. By the way, there's a lot of level remakes in this. So you'll see a level, and then you'll see a very similar level later on. Alright, thank goodness I can use the stick to change the camera angle, or this might not be possible to 100% this way. So he threw it over here. So we'll go get that. And we'll go in this pipe over here. Landed that beautifully. You're supposed to use these to, like, see through the illusion, but really it's not too hard to figure out. Just give me that. And with the Tanuki suit especially, you have some room for error because you can flutter. Alrighty. Up and over. Is it over here? It is. Okay. So over here, we'll grab that. Climb up here. Yeah, this game loves its level remakes. It'll, like, move a couple things around, change the layout a little bit, but you'll see many levels that are very similar. I guess I'll just take the box one now. I would normally go through and try to speedrun levels as fast as possible. There is actually a feature that you unlock once you get through World 8 and start the special worlds where it'll tell you how many in-game seconds it took you to beat a level, and you can try to beat your records, or via Street Pass you can see other people's records and try to beat them. No, it's not Street Pass. It's other save files. you can see their best times as well. Because of the control scheme and the fact that there's a little bit of a delay, I'm probably not going to be doing that. I want to get this exclamation point off the screen, so I'm just gonna, I think I just need to, can I just enter and leave? Will it let me do that? No. Okay. I actually need to go in. At least for this one I do. Now that's done, and we can see that little star up above World 1. That means we've collected all the star coins in the world. So that's good. That's the wrong level. I almost hit a save point, and that would have been, went back save state, and that would have been really bad. Alright, 2 course selection. Once you've, I forget, do you have to have beaten a level to do that, or do you just need to be on the ground? I think if you're, I know if you're midair, you can't do course selection, but we'll see. I should start getting into a rhythm of save stating after every level, I think, but we'll see. This one I don't mind taking slow because we have to wait for the path anyway. This one I'll take quickly because I can. Yeah, can you tell I've played this game a couple of times, chat? Man, this was my first 3DS game. This one I got a lot of mileage out of. And again, I'll come back to this one probably about once a year. I'll come back to this game. Oof, thought I was gonna die there, not gonna lie. Alright, this is why we need save stating. Alright. Bonk, bonk. There we go, 3rd star medal. Top of the flagpole, there we go. They had a website for this game back in the day where you could like watch gameplay clips and like investigate different things. I was on that every night as a kid. I just love and I had the strategy guide for this game too, back in the day. I loved this game so much as a kid. I really did. I still have a soft spot for it now. It's not like, it's exactly what you would expect out of a game called Super Mario 3D Land. You know, it is a 3D Super Mario game. You know, it's... One thing I will say about this game is they do reuse, like, level designs quite a bit, but the worlds don't really have a theme like they do in, like, a new Super Mario Bros. Style game. Like, besides the backdrop in like, the world map, but that's not really a world theme, you know. So, you know, there's definitely, there's originality. Up until they start repeating, I guess, and then not really. Get some 8-bit stuff. Pixel Luigi up here. How you doing, big dog? Good to see you. Alright. So with this item that we're wearing is the propeller box. We can hold A or press A once after jumping to, and then we can hold A to sort of slowly float down. I'm going to take out this Paragoomba so I can jump down here, pick up this star coin, and then float back up. That's what you're meant to do there. Now for this 3rd star coin, I believe it's up here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. There it is. Alright. Coin rings, they give you 5 coins. Not too much else to say here. I do want to show off a cool little secret, first off. This like little mixing of styles here. You have the new style block and the retro style block. It looks like it's not really there, but it is there. And then you can actually go into the little house here and pick up a free one-up. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is obviously inspired by the original new Super Mario Bros. On NES. And I like this. I like this style of level. We'll see it at least 1 or 2 more times. It's a cute little homage to the original, and I like that. This almost gives like Mario Galaxy kind of vibes, you know? In terms of like, you can kind of see like a smaller version of the level from afar. Some of like the key landmarks and stuff. It almost gives a Mario Galaxy kind of feel. Obviously not as like exploratory and open world as Galaxy is. These levels are fairly linear. But I like that. I do like that. Alright, so these things here are called baddie boxes. They're basically like Minecraft mob spawners. Enemies come out of it. Normally it's a specific type of enemy. Whoops. Get another one of these rainbow blocks. Just graduated from high school. Congratulations, Joe Mir. Congratulations. You have any ideas of what you want to do now? You heading to college, looking for like trade school, military, some kind of gig work? You got any idea of what you want to do? If not, totally cool. I still haven't fully figured out what I want to do for a job, so don't feel bad if you don't know. Just figured I'd ask. Can I get there with a... I don't know if I can. I'm going to die. Okay, well, I don't have a power button, so there we go. First death. Alright. I forget if it's like if you die less than 10 times or you don't die at all. Like you get sparkles on your stars on the title screen. But we're not going to get that. Because I can guarantee you I am not going to die. It's like, that's not really a requirement for 100% though, you know? Like that's just sort of were you good enough at the game to not die. So I don't know. We're looking for 5 stars on the profile. That's what we're looking for. If I'd save stated before the level, we wouldn't have had to deal with this problem, but whatever. Gosh darn it. No, you can't quit while in midair. Alright, whatever. That was stupid of me. Also, a cute little detail that I think this made its way into later Mario games as well. Normally, in this game, if you're just normal, like big Mario, you have your hat on, and then if you get hit again and you end up as small Mario, your hat comes off. If you have infinite lives, it actually does the opposite. Or if you are at max lives, your hat will be off as Big Mario, and your hat will be on as Mini Mario. Again, like I said, I had the strategy guide as a kid. I know all the little special bits and pieces about this one. I also just do like this game a lot. There we go. I finally got the freaking star coin. Shouldn't have died multiple times there, but what can I say? But we're done. There we go. Alright, we'll hop into this Toad house just to get the exclamation point off the screen. This one I think we can just enter and leave. No, I lied. Why did I think that? This one actually gives us a leaf, which, like I said, we're going to try and stay as Tanuki Tanuki Mario for as much of this game as possible. And if you already have a power up and it's in your stored slot and you pick up another one, just gives you 10 coins. Alright, so this is an auto-scrolling airship. Got these bill blasters that are shooting at us here. Not too much of a problem as long as you move quickly. In these you do have to move quickly. This is not the fastest auto-scroller that there is, either. After I finish this level, I'm going to head upstairs. I think my brother just got home. So I'm going to go say hello. There is one on the wall here. We have to hit a little... We could either jump off of this guy, this... Is that... I think that's a rocky wrench. Some of them throw wrenches, some of them throw bombs. And we could either do that or jump off the wall. That last star coin's down there. And now we get our first boss fight against Boom Boom. Returning Mario 3 character, by the way. This game loves its Mario 3 references. Airships, Tanuki Leaf, Boom Boom. Although Boom Boom also gets a sister. I don't think Pom Pom was in Mario 3. Could be wrong. Yeah, Boom Boom's not too much of a problem. Bang. Alright, I'll be back in just a second. Let me mute up. There we go. Alright, gang-a-rang-a-ding-dong. Sorry. Don't know why I said it like that. My brother just got back from he went to a carnival with his girlfriend today, and it seems like they had a really nice time. Anyway, World 2 done. I wish I could shake. I wish I could shake and show stuff off, but I can't. Alright. World 3. We're cruising. This is another one I kind of know all the ins and outs of, so this should, we should be able to cook. Start going in here. Okay. Go through here. Why not? Gonna need to use this thwomp here as a wall to get up here. I should be able to get up. Whoops. Actually, this works too. That works perfectly fine. Over here, long jump. Snake blocks. No, those aren't called snake blocks, are they? Those things have a name, I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember what it is. Whatever. And up we go. I think this door takes us to the third one. I don't remember. No, out here. There's also fake brick blocks. They pretend to be brick blocks and they're not. They're actually enemies and they can hurt you, so that's not good. Alright. And out we go. Actually, forget where... Oh no, I remember where the third star point is. I remember. It's in this next room. Yep. Alright, so we'll get as close as possible. Jump. These guys basically mimic you and what you do, so there we go. Extra time, but also the star coins up here. Cool. Up here. Let's go to jump. And there we go. This is one level where if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going, this one can take a while because there's just so much land to traverse. I think there's some extra time clocks in the level. Besides that blue one we picked up, I think there's a green one too. Green's 100 seconds, blue is 10 seconds. And there's levels later in the game where you start with like between 10 and 30 seconds and you have to pick up like more time as you go. So the game adds some extra twists and stuff like that. I saw the Minecraft movie the other day and I've never felt like my time was wasted more than with that movie. The tag? No, listen. We saw it last night. we had some dumplings, we had some Chinese, and we watched the Minecraft movie, and wow. I mean, listen, I know it wasn't made for us, right? It was made for the youngins. It was made for the children, right? I get that. Outside of what? The Technoblade cameo? Like, I guess I probably shouldn't be spoiling. But, like, I feel like that's gone around the internet. I feel like people know about that. If I just spoiled it for you, I'm sorry. But, yeah, no, that was... It was really bad. Like, it was, like, watchable, but, like, barely. Like, I could watch it again. I wouldn't enjoy watching it again. I actually think the cast of characters they picked, like the people they picked, I actually think they worked pretty okay together, to be honest. I was very skeptical when the trailer came in. I was like, what is going on with these people? But I actually think they bounced off each other pretty good, in my personal opinion. I thought they were pretty alright. To me, it just seemed like the movie moved too fast. Like, there were too many jumps between, like, story points where, like, it seemed like they could have taken more time and, like, done more stuff to make it feel more cohesive. And I don't know. I didn't love it. I really didn't. I won't spoil too much. Or anything. Honestly, I don't want to spoil anything. Because I want people who haven't seen it yet to have the chance to see it. But I was disappointed. I will say that. I was definitely significantly disappointed. There were a couple moments that made me laugh. But I probably cringed more than I laughed. Overall. Can you do backflips in this game? You can. Okay. Just checking. When I watched it, I had the choice to do other things while it was on, and I made that choice. I mean, that's a statement. I mean, that game has been like livelihoods. That's been like our thing, you know, like for a decade, and it's like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, listen, I'm sure some people loved it. I was not one of those people. And that's okay, because it wasn't made for me. It was made for awful movie, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Come here. There it is. Okay. Star coin. It was like so bad it was funny, I think, is sort of the best way to describe it. It's like, I laughed because of how bad... I didn't get the... Sorry, I need to redo the level. I could just go back and do it again with Luigi later and get the top of the flag, but OCD. So I'm not going to do that. Exactly what I totally and definitely paid to see. Yes, you totally and definitely paid to watch the Minecraft movie. I see. Yeah. I'm running through this one again really quick just to get the top of the flag because it's gonna bother me. There we go. Alright. Alright. This level. There's at least 2 other versions of this level. Up. There we go. I'm gonna say, actually, no, I won't, because this is far too quick and easy to do here. This does take me up top, right? Yes. I think of A for primary action, but B is really great too. Should I make the A or B button be left clicked? Ooh. I don't know. Probably A. I feel like it's just more natural. B could be right click though. I feel like A and B for left click, right click would make sense. It's like you'll have different fingers on the buttons probably. I don't know. I could see B working. I don't know. Alright, let's go over here. And over here. I fixed it. I can make my edit and hear you at the same time. Hurrah! Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. The entire thing leads to a debate as to which was the primary button on the Wii. It used A to select, but so many actions required B, especially with motion controls. It's true. Let's take this slow. Okay, so we need to get up on this block, and it'll carry us over to the third star coin. Metal, sorry, star metal. Brings us to the end. We can jump up here, we can hit this block, and we can get the top of the flag. Cool. Alternate reality that the Wii never existed. What does the gaming landscape look like today? There's probably a lot less people. Probably a lot less, like, a lot less, like, I don't want to say older people, like old people, but, like, older adults into gaming. I feel like the Wii and the DS, but more so the Wii, was sort of a thing that older, like, basically just adults, older adults could pick up and did pick up. We haven't really seen too many consoles do too much with, like, motion controls. It's like that was one of the big things on the Wii as well. That's a difficult question to answer. No, that's so sad. Okay, well, back to the start we go, I guess. Alright, too many things are inspired. The modularity of Wii controls and the accessibility. Probably is the most accessible console, yeah. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Don't we love auto-scrollers, chat? Aren't auto-scrollers just the best? I love me an auto-scroller. Just kidding. Frick auto-scrollers. Me and my homies hate auto-scrollers. I think we'd have much harder games that appeal to way less people. I think there's definitely a case for that. Alright, one more level in World 3. I mean, we've only been streaming for a little over an hour. And a couple minutes of that was even me not being here, and we are absolutely cruising. This level's a little bit unique in that even after you beat the boss, there's still one more star coin to collect. We'll read that message in just a second, Benny. I just want to get to the end here. There we go. You made time pass by really fast. Alright, I've been hoping it would do that. I want this day to end. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear you having a tough day, but glad I was able to hopefully brighten it up a little bit for you and distract you a little bit. Alright, this time we're actually going to wait for Bro to tire himself out. There you go. This is how you're supposed to fight it, but I say no, because I don't have patience. That's not a thing that I have, so. Bonk! Get spawn camped, nerd! Oh, come on! That's some badonkadonk. Alright, whatever. Anyway, so the third star coin is actually, sorry, star medal is out over here for the flagpole. Can I get that with just, I'm not chancing it. I don't want to have to do this again. I guess, again, technically I could come back with Luigi and just do it, but I'm OCD and I want everything to be the same, so. Alright, 3 worlds down. We're only a little over an hour in. I probably won't be streaming until 2:30 in the morning. I'll probably finish World 4, World 5, and then call it a night. Something like that. Hour and a half, 2 hour stream. I mean, I did start this at what, like 11:45? We've been streaming for, I mean, in total we've been streaming for over 3 hours between the 2 streams. But yeah, I don't want to be up until 3 a.m. just streaming. Hello, Montgomery. Well, Monty Mole poking his little head out of the ground. Alright. 4-1. I don't think this level ever gets remade in this entire game. I think this level is completely original and unique, and it never gets redone. if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, we actually want to get this block because there's a propeller, and this will just make navigating the rest of the level much, much easier. So we're going to take this, and we're going to cruise. We're going to move on over here. Bounce up here. Whoops. Wish I could turn the 3D on my 3DS. No, I can't click the button. Okay. No. I never found the 3D to be particularly helpful. No! Okay. See, where those are is, like, not clear or obvious, and I don't like it. But whatever. Shoot right through the third star coin, Mario 64 style. And here we go. This is, yeah, the propeller pretty much completely... Are you supposed to... I guess if you... Because I just lost it, unfortunately. This isn't another propeller, is it? No. Didn't think so. Actually, I thought it might be. I guess we could just do this. That works too. Alright. Alright. Forgot how short this game, like, it's not short. There's 16 worlds and you play through them twice. But... Like, I forgot if you know what you're doing. I forgot how short the levels are, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But with the audience this was intended for, aka me at the time, because I was child. I was like, I don't even remember when I got this. I was probably like 7, 8 years old. Maybe even younger than that, honestly, because I had beaten Sticker Star 8 times by the time I made my first YouTube video. So, trying to figure out exactly how old I would have been when I first got my 3DS. Don't know. I honestly don't remember. But this was what really sparked my love of gaming. Like, don't get me wrong, we had the Wii. And we would play it, like we'd play Wii Sports or like Mario Bros. Wii or things like that. But getting my first like portable console, this was big for me. This was like the first thing that really helped me fall in love with video games. And it's funny because the actual like launch selection for the 3DS was dog water. It was terrible until we got a Mario platformer. We got a Mario Kart. We got a Paper Mario, even though everyone loves to talk about how terrible that Paper Mario was. We did get a Paper Mario game. But yeah, the launch library for the 3DS was, I'm not even going to bother with the secret exit. We'll be in World 5 in 2 seconds. That takes you to World 5. Normally I would go get it, but it doesn't count as you having cleared the level and going to the next stage. And I don't feel like doing this over again, so... We're just gonna finish it. We'll be there soon enough anyway. I'm gonna check YouTube Studio real quick, see how the Daily Rip's doing today. Yesterday's did, like, strangely well for the time that I uploaded it. Today's not bad. Not bad. Alright. So this is what I'm talking about. There's some levels that, I'm sure we've already seen these and I just didn't notice, but there are some levels that are these black question boxes and they require a certain number of star medals to unlock. You get those star medals back. It's basically a total sum of star medals, not what you have at a specific time because they don't take them away from you. But like, there's the last world of the game. Well, there's the normal 8 worlds, and then there's the special worlds. Special World 8, the entirety of the world is those black box levels. And you just have to have enough star medals to unlock the levels. And I looked it up, and it is possible to have enough star medals to unlock them without extra star medals from Street Pass mystery boxes and stuff. I wasn't sure, but apparently it is possible. Alright. It was going to show up right here. Yep. I guess it makes sense, though. You shouldn't have to rely on, you know, having friends or, like, other people that have 3DSs in order for you to, get, you know, be able to 100% the game. So I guess that does make sense from a design standpoint. But I figured it'd probably be close, because, technically, you can get infinite star. Well, not infinite star coins. I think the cap is 999. I think I read that online when I was doing research. But you'd have to obviously use Street Pass for that. There's not enough mystery box configurations to give you 999 star coins, but. Or medals. I'm probably just gonna call them star coins. There really is no distinguishing difference. Sorry for talking about stuff not related to the game, but I ran out of footage 5 seconds in. Don't worry about it. This is the type of stream where, like, don't get me wrong, I do like and appreciate it when people talk about what's going on screen, but I'm moving through the game so fast that, like, it's okay. If it's something where I'm, like, actively playing with other people, then I'm gonna want people to focus on what's actively going on. But with something like this, it's me playing by myself. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like and appreciate when people talk about the content. I do. But, you know, if you've got me on as background noise, you've got me on as background noise, and I appreciate that too, you know? So. Ooh. Hurrah! I think there's like a, one of these has a 1-up, or there's like a secret block with, oh, there's a star. Oh well, don't really need that. Isn't this the level? There was like a whole myth about this level. It might not have been this level. It's one of the ghost house levels in this game where there's like a face you can see in like the smoke behind the fence or something, and it's like a secret spirit or something. I remember watching, like, was it a Tetrabit gaming video on this? I don't remember. I definitely saw a video on this though. There is a sprite in this game that looks like a face, and it kind of looks like it could be a ghost. I don't remember which ghost house it's in, but there was, like, apparently some dialogue about what that could be. That was this game's attempt at El is Real. And it's not quite on the same level as El is Real as you might imagine. Kind of hard to beat. Alright, let's see, we're gonna let this do its thing. We're gonna take out these Sting Bees, that is their official title, they are called Sting Bees. We're gonna jump over the mystery box, or teleportation box, or whatever these things are called. The official name, I don't remember. Okay, so we got some stairs. And then they let us jump up here, get the star medal. I think the actual way to go is here. It's these three. We'll do this. Obviously these are on a timer, so we gotta do it relatively quickly. And here, oh, this isn't one of the, these get more complex and trickier, and you have to be faster with them in the later worlds when there's like remakes of these types of levels, but the first one's not too bad. Alright, I think we're already almost done World 4, we only got one more level. Yep. There are some, in my opinion, pretty iconic levels in this game. I mean, most of the original versions of levels that get repeated later are at least fairly iconic for one reason or another. But also some remakes, and not every level is repeated. I want to say that as well. There are some original levels in the Special Worlds. Not every single level is repeated. In fact, one of my favorite levels in the game is, it's like a play on... It's kind of like a combination of a couple of previous levels. Alright, I don't remember. Yes, I do. Yeah, okay, no, this is the easy, not terrible version of this level. There's a really, really much more difficult version of this level later on in the game. But this is not it. Here's one of the moles that throws bombs instead of... Oh, hey now. Hey now, buddy. And here we get to fight Pom Pom for the first time. You can tell because it's pink, and Pom Pom's a girl. Anyway, let's go. Kind of hoping more people would show up for the Sticker Star finale, not gonna lie. I was hoping for a couple more people, a couple specific people in there. Okay, so Pom Pom attacks differently from Boom Boom. She rises up in the air and then does like a body slam down on you. This is actually an easy one-up trick as well. Well, I shouldn't say easy, but it's a way to get a lot of one-ups. You can jump on top, you can like dodge out of the way for Shell and then jump up on top of it, and then she'll repeatedly body slam in the same spot while you're jumping on top of the shell. And you can get one-ups from that. Whoops, missed the tail. There we go. She is down. Alright. World 4 complete. I remember the first day I got this game. The Christmas that I got my DS and I got this game. I wasn't really looking out for star coins, I was just beating levels. I got to World 5, I couldn't unlock the World 5 castle because I hadn't collected all the star coins. That's a vivid, like, core memory of my childhood. I had not collected enough star coins to unlock the World 5 castle, so I had to go back and find them. Mm-hmm. Mario! Sorry. Oh, I thought I'd been muted this entire time. I feel like somebody would have told me at this point, but I for a moment I thought I had never turned mute off from when I came back. Am I gonna need this? Am I gonna need this? I'll keep one on me. What's going on, Ta? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Alright. I think there's a star coin near the others. 3D land. So this ball technically doesn't exist, so we can't wall jump off of it, but there we go. There we go. Oh, my microphone. Let me adjust my microphone. Sorry about the noise. Ah, shoot, you friggin' Goomba. Well, that kind of sucks, actually. Now I have no Tanuki leaf. Well, I guess we're doing this the hard way. I'm really glad I picked that up. Get on top of you. We need to get on top of you because that's how we get a star medal. Let me get... Okay. Oh, come on. I am not underneath. That is so not accurate. There we go. That's like a 10-time streamer. 10 times today streamer called my name. Well, that's good. That means that the streamers are paying attention to their chat. That's what they should be doing. Alright, 2 out of 3. We might be able to do top of the flagpole without Snooky Leaf. If not, this one isn't exactly a quick replay, but I can try. Gonna need to stay over in this part of the platform here. Lots of spike balls are gonna rain down on us. That is like the main thing in this level. Red ring. Don't really need that. Yeah, we're gonna want to stay over here. Whoa. Because right here... Gosh, frickin'... Yes, we got it! How did that work? That shouldn't have worked. That really should not have worked. But whatever, we got it. It's fine. I'm so glad that worked. I hate that one particular star coin. That's one of my least favorites in the whole game. Because it's kind of hard to gauge exactly where it is. Alright, you guys need to get out of my way. And now, if we shoot directly through this, we should hit the top of the flag. That's kind of why it's here. Yes. Alright, good. Nice. One shot. Okay, that's one I don't like to have to go back and redo unless I have to. Does this one get a remake? Not quite. Not in the same way, no. Ooh, Zelda level! Yay! This is based off a Zelda dungeon. I don't remember which game, but this is based off a Zelda dungeon. This level's fun. I like this one. There's like actual Zelda music in this level too. Not the, oh, gosh, I need that. Oh, frick. Is there any other way to get a fire flower? Or should I just die? I might just die. Honestly, I might just die and then go back to the beginning. I mean, there is lava right here. Yeah, screw it. That's not what I meant to do. I'll just do this. Fight quicker this way. I could have quit out, I guess, but that actually probably would have been faster, but whatever. There we go. Alright. Get that one, and then we need this because we actually need the fire flower to light the torches in this room to get second star medal because it's a Zelda puzzle. Hurrah! Alright. Die. Die. You did not die. I think it's not in here, but I don't remember. This is, yeah, it's this one. There we go. I made pixel art. Not really.
the end of this room. Spinies are annoying. Am I even gonna be able to get top of the flagpole? Maybe if I'm quick. Alright. Nope. These do respawn, so we get another shot, but... There we go. Okay. I got more of a jump than I thought I would. Time check. About an hour and a half. Okay. I will probably finish up World 5 and be done for today. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at and how I'm feeling. Alright. One of these is a boomerang, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Have I missed? No. No, I haven't. There's... All of them are after the checkpoint, that's right. There we go. There we go. They reuse a lot of music from Mario Galaxy in this game. Actually, no. A lot of this is Mario 3. Some of it's probably from Galaxy, but... use a lot of Mario... I mean, I guess that makes sense. This whole game was sort of a Mario 3 throwback type of thing. No! No! Oh my goodness, how did I... Never mind. Wait, no! There's a chance! Almost. The recovery would have been sick, but... Alright, give me that. Whoa! Okay. So we're at Tanuni... Tanuni... Gosh, if I could stop frickin' stuttering, that would be fantastic. I've been a stutter machine tonight, and I don't know why. A Tanuki leaf would be real helpful there, but alas, we have none. I wanna... For emulator, use Vulkan as your API and you can upskill? What do you mean by upskill? Not accusatory, just curious. You can have async, make stuff not stutter. Oh, I was talking about, like, me. I've been, unless you came in after that bit, I don't know. Okay, now that we're safe, let me read this message. Async shader comp makes stuff not stutter. Oh, well, I'm not too terribly, like, I don't say I don't care about, like, how things look, but, like, I don't know, it's, I don't think it's too bad, like, I think it does the job. Upscale means the game can be at 1080 instead of 480. Okay. I mean, if it's not too complicated to set up, I'll look into it, but if it's like a whole, if it's a whole thing, then I don't know. I don't want to have to spend like an hour looking through stuff, downloading stuff, setting stuff up. Oh, it's a couple of settings in the emulator. Oh, okay, nice. You said API. I don't know where I'm looking. Configure. Should be in graphics. Graphics. Configure graphics. Internal resolution. No. What am I looking for? May need to close game. Maybe. I just started this level. I will. You guys go see a black screen for a bit. Forgive me. So config. Internal resolution. All says native. Oh, what your screen is. That's close enough. I think. All right, let's try that. Let's see if this looks better. Go to advanced and make. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is a stark difference. Holy moly. Okay, advanced, make graphics, config, graphics, there's advanced. Oh yeah, advanced. Oh, I probably need to close game to do that. Sorry, 1 second. Yep. Okay, open this, configure graphics, advanced, Vulkan, enable async shader compilation. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's probably the shaders loading. Wow. That looks fantastic. All right, yeah, we will definitely rock with that. Wow, that is so smooth. That is incredible. Wow. No, I agree. Well, okay. It does take a second to load some of the shaders, it looks like. Ooh, is it chugging or is it just... Seems like it's taking longer than it normally would to throw fireballs. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Get out of here. There we go. There's number 2. Now we fall down. Hurrah! I play on Steam Deck and I help people around with emulators and modding. Sweet. They could definitely use it because if they're anything like me, they have no idea what they're doing. Alright. Yeah, this looks great. Alright, oh, well, that's unfortunate. Forgot you were down there. Hey, man, what's going on? Good to see you. There we go. We got a CS Major sleep schedule. Yeah, pretty much. That's one thing that has not improved since I got home. It's my sleep schedule. Unless you're talking about yourself, in which case. Sorry to hear that. Anyway. Come over here, big guy. There we go. No, big guy. Can I get up there? Oh, fudge. Hold on. I don't know if I can get up there without him. Does he? I don't think he respawns either. Please don't make me play this level again. Could I maybe jump from the pipe? Is there some way I could use the pipe to... Is 3D Land your favorite? Like favorite game? Definitely not. It's nostalgic for me. It was my first 3DS game, so it's nostalgic. It's one I pick up. I'll go back to it like every year or so. No, I agree. In terms of 3D Mario games, Galaxy is absolutely my number one. Which I wouldn't mind 100%ing on this channel either. To be honest. I've 100%ed it not on the channel, but I'd love to 100% it on the channel as well. Actually, should be going to bed, see if I actually get 7 hours. Good luck with stream. I won't be on for much longer. I will be joining you in slumber. Hopefully relatively soon, if my body will let me. You know, I don't think any... I mean, I guess the only one that really has a shot at competing, like 3D Mario that has come out that has a shot at competing with Odyssey, or sorry, Galaxy, is probably Odyssey. And I'm not the biggest Odyssey fan, to be completely honest. Not saying Odyssey's bad. I'm just saying I'm not the biggest Odyssey fan in the world. Wouldn't mind actually giving it a shot and playing through it, though. I think I would appreciate it a lot more if I... No, I know I can emulate it. I'm emulating 3D Land right now for a specific reason. I'm planning on playing Deltarune when the new chapters come out, and I want to play a game that I can I know that I can quickly 100% within like the 2-week period but until the new chapters come out. And 3D Land, I definitely can. Galaxy, I definitely cannot. So, that's why I'm playing 3D Land right now. I mean, I probably would have ended up playing it eventually anyway, but that's why I'm playing it now, is I want something, Yeah, I never got far enough in Galaxy to, like, really... I know that sounds stupid. I never got far. Do you need this for... No, you don't need this for a star coin. What am I doing? Honestly, don't know how you've streamed this long. I also want to let you know I've been watching in the background, and I appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much. Ooh, double rainbow. Hey! Alright, See, the thing with Galaxy is, like I went through an 100%ed Galaxy. I guess it was, like, 2 years ago at this point. And it was, I'm glad I did it. It was a fantastic experience. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were some levels that, annoyed me to no end. Got my Switch 2 pre-order, so I'm played Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, and Odyssey day one. I probably will not be getting the Switch 2 until it gets a significant price deduction, or the games get a price deduction, because as college student, I do not have a lot of disposable funds. But I'll also have to gauge consumer sentiment and see if it's like, I mean, it's a Nintendo console, it's probably worth buying regardless, but, you know. I just got a Switch like a year and a half ago, like a personal Switch for myself. So, I'd like to get some use out of that before I upgrade. I just graduated in grad school, so I just saved. Hey, good for you. Congrats on the graduation. I am 1 semester out from graduating, so I will be joining you 6-7 months. I will be graduated. Alright. 5 Castle, and then I'm going to stop there so that I don't stream till 2:45 a.m. like I did last night. But we make good progress. We're almost a third of the way through the game in terms of like first playthrough, because obviously we gotta Luigi it up as well, but yeah. Good start. Don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow, because I've streamed 3 days in a row, and they've all been relatively long. So I can't promise a stream tomorrow. Also, I might be doing things at like my normal streaming time, aka working out. So we'll see. But if I had to guess, I'd say probably no stream tomorrow, because I don't want to like lose my, you know, motivation for streaming, because I've really been enjoying it. I've been enjoying streaming again. So, oh, did I miss one? I did miss one. Where did I miss one? Hold on. Come back down. I missed one. I'm sure it's in an easy spot. I don't know if I can get back through these swamps. Can I? I can. Ouch. Okay. Oh no, I know where it is. At least I think I do. No Tanuki Leaf is gonna suck. No Tanuki Leaf is gonna suck. Alright, that's another death. Okay. Best way to do this. I'm gonna wait for the next one. There we go. And then there, and then there, and then just keep jumping. Yeah, there it is. Fudge. Alright. I can get it. Here we go. Gimme. Go. There we go. Got it. Woof. Frick. I was going for the red. No, I don't want your invincibility leaf. Screw you. Don't patronize me. Alright, there we go, there we go. Not worried about the red ring this time. Get me over here, thank you. Alright. Let's keep cruising here. Oh, I have to recollect this one. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Should be fine. No biggie, no big deal. Yeah, okay, we're good, we're good. This boss fight's gonna be significantly longer than I wanted it to be, but whatever. Any leaves in here? No, no leaves. Okay. Can I skip this? Will it let me? Yes. Okay, cool. Skip. Skip. Alright, let's see if I can do this. It's a lot easier with a super leaf, but let's see if I can manage this without a super leaf. Yeah, go ahead and do your little tail spin there, buddy. That's an inconvenient spot for you to be in. Yeah, it's a real inconvenient. He just flat out pushed me, but that's fine. You know what? I'm actually just gonna quit out and start this level over from the beginning. I think it'd be easier that way. Alright, I'm gonna backtrack for the first time, and I'm gonna grab some leaves. That'll make this a lot easier. I could do it without, but again, like, I kind of just want to finish up at this point. So. So off we go. Back to World 5, we'll finish the castle, and I will end stream. Put us at 87 star medals. Again, according to research, we should be able to finish the game without additional star medals from Street Pass. Away. Alright, come here. It unloaded and then it reloaded. Alright. There we go. We got those two. See how much easier this is with a leaf? It's just so much easier with the flutter, man. It's hey, go ahead, do your little spin. There we go. Come over here, big dog. Nope, he's moving back. Alright. Get up out of here. Waiting for him to jump. There we go. Oh, fudge. Go around him. Or at least try. There we go. Alright, so, looks like with the shaders, things take a little bit of time to load, so hopefully there's no ruined immersion from that or anything, but alright. Another game that doesn't really have a story outside of Peach getting kidnapped. Like, oh, a storm blew all the leaves off the Tanuki leaf tree and now they're everywhere. Like, okay. I just have nostalgia for games that don't have stories, what can I say? Alright, World 5 complete. More than I was expecting to get done during this stream, to be honest with you. Sitting at about a little under 2 hours. We'll get the cutscene out of the way for World 6 as well, and then we'll be done. She's fighting back, hurrah! Alright. Here we are. Save and quit. Alrighty. Alright. This is the option to turn on Street Pass, I assume. Sure, we'll turn on... I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know what turning Street Pass on is gonna do for me. But it's a thing, so I did it. Alright. That's going to be all from me for right now. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And always remember, Jesus loves you. Peace.